Hello students, today we will discuss rule 4, change in the personal pronoun in the reported speech. Pronouns of the first person in the reported speech of the direct form are changed in the indirect form to the person of the subject of the reported verb. So we are to change here pronoun. So pronouns of the first person in the reported speech, pronoun in the first person in the reported speech of the direct form are changed in the indirect form. So when the direct form, we are going to change the indirect form to the person of the subject, the reporting verb. So the pronoun will change according to the subject of the reporting verb. He said that, he said. So here I will change into he. According to this pronoun, it will change. He said, I am not guilty. He said that he was not guilty. Next is pronouns of the second person in the reported speech of the direct form are changed in the indirect form to the person of the object of the reporting verb. So here this pronoun of the reported speech of the direct form will change according to the object of the reporting verb. So he said to me, you are right. He said to will change into told. He told me that. So according to this object, it will change me that I was right. Next rule is pronouns of the third person in the reported speech remain unchanged in the indirect form. Now, which one will remain unchanged? Third person in the reported speech remain unchanged in the indirect speech. How? I said to him, she was very clever. Now, she, who is she? She is third person here. I, first person, talking to him, the talking to him. Here, him is a second person. We have used him not to go in that way, but I said to him. Two persons are talking about the third person. So, here, third person will remain unchanged. I told him that she was very clever. I told him that she was very clever. This is the indirect form. Now, the next rule is the words in the reported speech expressing nearness are changed into words expressing distance. Now, nearness will change into distance in the reported speech. Now will change into then, here will change into there, today will change into that day, yesterday will change into the previous day, tomorrow will change into the next day, last night will change into the previous night, this will change into that, these into those, ago will change into before, tonight, that night, thus will change into so, the next day, the next week will change into the following day or the following week. So, what is the exception here? If, however, the sense of the indirect speech is such that the act of reporting is happening at the same time and same place, there is no change in the above words. As Ruchi said, this is my house. Now it will change. Ruchi said that this was her house. So now here this hasn't been changed. Why this hasn't been changed here? Because it is at the same time of. So there is the sense of the indirect speech is said that the act of reporting is happening at the same time. So at the same time the person is talking, so then it will not change. Otherwise, if it is used in the next time, then it will use that. Okay, so this is the exception for the same time if the person is using his dialogue or his saying. So then this will remain same, otherwise it will change. Now the next rule is rule for the Rule for the conversion of interrogative sentences. Now, how we will change interrogative sentences? Rule 1, the reporting verb said is changed into asked or inquired of, as he said to me, will you go? He asked me whether I would go. So it will change. Here we will not use that, we will use whether or if. Any one of our choice we can use here. He said to will change into asked. He asked me whether will you go, it is in question form, so it will change into indirect form, and we will not use here question form, we will use direct assertive form. He asked me whether I would go, will change into would. Or in this way also we can make it, in place of ask we can use inquired of. He inquired of if I would go. Next rule is remove the comma and the inverted commas. In case of question which are introduced by the finite verbs or its auxiliaries, is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, can, may, will, shall, has, have, had, etc., in which the answer is in yes or no, introduce if or whether to join the principal clause with the subordinate one. He said to me, have you done your work? Have you done your homework? He asked me whether I had done my homework. Now, inverted commas and commas, there is no requirement for them, so we will skip them and we will make it a simple statement. Mohan said, is Mr. Gupta at home? Mohan inquired if Mr. Gupta was at home. In case of interrogative sentences which begin with interrogative pronouns or adverbs like who, which, what, why, when, where, how, etc., the first word of the sentence is made the connectivity. How? He said to me, why are you late today? He asked me, why will remain same, it will not change. So why, then we use not this verb, why are you late today? We will not use this verb, we will take subject before the verb because we are to make a statement. Why I was, are will change into was, why I was late today will change into that day. So this is the correct indirect form. Remember, the mark of interrogation is never retained in the direct form and the subject is brought before the verb as in assertive sentences. So we are not to use question mark. Now it will never retained here. We will remove question mark and we will make it a simple assertive or the positive sentence. Now the next rule. Rule for the conversion of imperative sentences. Now imperative sentences which are related to our emotions, so we use how we can change them. Let's see. Rule 1 for the conversion of imperative sentences. The reporting verb is changed into ordered, commanded, requested, advised, etc. according to sense. He said to me, please don't keep me waiting. He said to me, please don't keep me waiting. So how it will change? He, please is given, so it is understood that the person is doing a request. So he requested, as past form is given, so we will change into request, will change into requested. We will make past of this. He requested me not to keep him waiting so long. Now direct we use We will not use don't keep me waiting. So we use directed not to keep him waiting so long. Next rule is the reported speech is changed into the infinitive mood by introducing to in place of inverted commas. So we can use to, as earlier we were using that, so here to remove the inverted commas we can use to. He said to me he go out, so direct the thing is used so the person can command us, so we can use ordered. He ordered me to go out. So we can use simply to and follow the next statement. He ordered me to go out. All nouns and pronouns in the vocative case in the reported speech are turned into the personal object of the reporting verb. Now the vocative will use all the nouns and pronouns, even the adjective also. Like if we have used he said Ankur, the example is given Ankur. So Ankur is here vocative case. Here we are using extra noun and pronoun. So how we can add them in reporting verb? With reporting verb we can add them. So here he said, Ankur, sit still. He told Ankur to sit still. So we can use this. Even sometimes we find that the dear, darling, madam, these are also given like an object, like an adjective. So we can also use them as the object of the reporting verb. We can use it. In the sentences beginning with let, the reporting verb said is changed into proposed, requested, to be allowed, etc. So we can change here said into proposed or requested to be allowed. He said, let us go out for a walk. He proposed that they should go out for a walk. Remember, rules regarding the change of tense, personal pronouns, etc. are same as in assertive sentences. So the personal pronoun will remain same here in like the assertive sentences. Now the next rule. Next rule is rule for the conversion of the exclamatory and optative sentences. Reporting verb said is changed into exclaimed in the case of exclamatory sentences and into wished or prayed in case of optative sentences. So here we can use exclaimed in case of exclamatory sentence. Said will change into exclaimed, or if it is optative then we can use wished, we can use prayed, these type of words. He said, hooray, we have won the match. After hooray, we find sign of exclamation. So it is understood that it is an exclamatory sentence. How we can change it into a statement? He exclaimed with delight. He exclaimed with joy also we can use. He exclaimed with delight that they had won the match. He said, alas, it's a grievous loss. How we can use it, how we can change it. He exclaimed with sorrow that that was a grievous loss. So here we have seen it is a grievous loss will change into that was a grievous loss. An exclamatory sentence contains words which express certain strong emotions of anger, joy, surprise, resentment, hatred. Resentment is also a kind of hate. So, resentment, hatred, etc. Therefore, these feelings are added to the following verbs. Thus, if alas is given, then we can use exclaimed with sorrow. Hooray is given, then we can use exclaimed with joy. Oh, exclaimed with regret. Ah, exclaimed with delight. In next is, if it is given here, pooh. or Shah, it will change into exclaimed with contempt. Contempt is again the word near hated or a strong hate. Contempt. He said, may God bless you with the son. How we can use it? May. So it is a request to God. So it is a prayer to God. We can use here he prayed that God might bless him with a son. Now the next rule is, first change the exclamatory or optative sentences into assertive sentences and then follow rule 2 in case of assertive sentences. How? He said what a fine bird it is. So we are to make it assertive sentence. He said will change into exclaimed. So he said, he exclaimed that it was a very fine bird. So what a fine bird it is means very special bird it is. So we can use it was a very fine bird. We can use, we can show that exclamation with the use of the word very. The sign of exclamation is omitted and all interjections such as alas, hooray, etc. are dropped. So now we will not use exclamation sign and the words which are given alas, hooray, etc. So we are to drop all of them. Follow the rules for the change of tenses, personal pronouns, etc. as in case of assertive sentence. Alas, how extravagant I have been, said he. So, how we can change it? He confessed. So, he confessed is here how extravagant I have been. So, the person is confessing something about himself. So we can use the word confessed. He confessed with regret, and regret also because he was extravagant. He has lost a good amount of money. So he confessed with regret that he had been very extravagant. All forms of addresses, exclamations such as good morning, good evening, hooray, alas, etc., should be omitted, but the sense of sentence should be retained. So we will not to change the sense. Sense will remain same and we can change sentence. Like if we find good morning, good evening, hooray, alas, these are the sign of exclamations or the emotions are used, so we are to skip those. Now the journal rules. A passage in the direct form sometimes consists of several types of sentences enumerated above. In such an event, a new reporting verb as suited to the reported speech is added with every sentence. In case two or more sentences are of the same type, there is no need of adding a new reporting verb. Take for instance the following example. The example is the teacher said, why are you late today? Mohan, have you no watch or clock in your hand in your house? It is thus that you want to make up your deficiency. So how we will change them? In this passage, all the sentences are interrogative ones and therefore we will render it in indirect form by adding the reporting asked or inquired of with the with the main verb thus how we can change it. The teacher asked. Sentence was the teacher said, why are you late today? So the teacher asked why he was late that day. Today will change into that day. Now there was question mark and Mohan was given. So we have used Mohan as we have discussed this rule earlier also. If we find something extra noun and pronoun is given, then we use them in the report with the reporting verb. So the teacher asked Mohan why he was late that day. Then there was question mark, and the next question is, have you no watch or clock in your house? So we will use if, comma, if he had no watch or clock in his house. And now the next question mark is given, and the statement is, it is thus that you want to make up your deficiency. So how we will change it? And if it was thus that he wanted to make up his deficiency. So in this way we can change. I'll show you again how we can change. The teacher said, why are you late today? So we can use the teacher asked Mohan why he was late that day. Have you no watch or clock in your house? So we will change it by using a comma. If, because again the question has been asked, if he had no watch or clock in his house. For the next question, it is a statement, not the question. It is thus that want you want to make up your deficiency. So we can use and it, if it was thus that he wanted to make up his deficiency. So students, you can do it by practice a lot. So you are to do a lot of practices, and in the next video we will discuss about all the examples and with the use of sentences. So in the next video we will take exercises where we will follow all the rules with examples. Till then, goodbye, stay home, stay tuned.